What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So it is here, the Circle of Doom. Black Friday is upon us. It is not Friday, it is Monday, but the portal has opened up, and that means that we have some super summons going to be happening, and we have two brand new heroes in the portal, which is why we are here, because we want to have a look at this brand new family that we have introduced into the game. We have a rare Tyson loot that's just literally popped up. What did I get here? Oh, a Tabard. Okay, that's pretty decent since I literally didn't hit it until the end of everybody taking it out, but that's absolutely fine. So let's jump into the portal. Let's have a look at what we've got here. We have two brand new heroes, like I said. These two are available for the first time. And we also have a 50% better chance to get legendary heroes, and all hero costumes are included. And then I think the other thing that they've done here is that they've only included heroes within, is it the last 2 years? I can't even check where the information is, or the information tab. I've literally just opened this up. But there's no classic heroes, and all costumes for heroes are featured. And you do get, let me just click on that thing again. It is a 3.6% chance to get a non-featured hero, and you've got a 0.2% chance to get a featured hero. So that makes for a 3.8% chance to get a legendary hero from this portal. Plus, you also get the 1.3% for the bonus draw, which is Mene, the hero of the month. So it's pretty decent odds. But let us have a look at these new heroes, shall we? So this first one is called Wealtheow. And she is of this new family, which is called the Beowulf family. She is a holy hero. I must say, I do like the outline of the card. That's pretty decent looking. I like it. So the Beowulf family, what do? They get a bonus from one or two heroes, which is a 75 or 100% chance to cleanse a random cleansable status element from all allies when this character receives damage from an enemy's special skill. This effect can activate only once per turn. It's a pretty good passive. I do like the cleanse. It is only one random cleansable ailment, so if you've got more than one, it's not really going to help you. But at the end of the day, it's decent to be able to have that ability to cleanse as part of the passive. She is of the cleric class as well. So that means that Wealtheow will be getting a mana shield, which is a 35% chance to resist negative mana effects and effects that prevent the use of special skills. If you do take the master tree, if effects were resisted, then the following effects also activate. The character recovers 10% health. So cleric class, really, really good talent class, mainly for healer heroes. So I don't know. Oh, I can see she heals. So yeah, that's going to be a pretty good talent class for her. She also gets 3 passives. Mana on buff received. So 5% mana when she receives a buff or a positive stack. And a heal when status element expires or is cleansed. So she receives a 5% heal every time a status element expires or is cleansed. That should work alongside her family bonus. So if she cleanses a status element, she should also receive a heal as well. That's pretty decent. And then we have this resistance against buff immunity. So this character, has innate resistance against status elements that give immunity to new buffs. So heroes like the new hero of the month, Mene, where she gives buff immunity. There's a few others that give buff immunity as well. They won't work against this Beowulf family, which is pretty decent as well. Nothing insane about all of the talents and things that we're seeing there at the moment, but all pretty good. Defense up for the ether talent's a good one for her. So at the start of the battle, if you go with second limit breaks, she's going to get 20% defense increase for 6 turns. Nice. That's a very good ether talent. And then in terms of stats, so let's have a look at what they're doing with these heroes. So 1121. So team power wise, very, very high, but not super duper high. Like I think we've seen before, where when the Black Friday and the Solstice summon portals are released, the power creep just goes out the window. But that's not too bad. So 1121, we've got 1050 on health, 1172 on defense, and 2152 health. Makes for a really good survivable hero and good stats for a healer as well, because she's more defensively built. So let's have a look at this cup of mead. So her special skill, you can see she's holding the cup of mead. Doesn't look like something that I would want to drink. And she's looking at me funny. In fact, her eyes are all weird. But anyways, I mean, I'm not too impressed by the art. I like the card, but the art is okay. But anyways, this is the special skill called Cup of Mead. At fast speed, she's going to heal all allies who have less than 50% HP up to 50% health. All allies regenerate 1,050 boosted health over 3 turns. That does not increase with limit breaks and emblems. And boosted health can exceed max HP. Status effect generator. So this is brand new. At the start of the next 3 turns, this character gives a random ally an additional 100% special skill damage and 33% mana generation for 4 turns. This effect cannot be dispelled. That's really interesting. So it's kind of, I mean, it will apply, it looks like, after she's cast her special for the first time, and it will apply for 3 turns. And then it says this character gives a random ally an additional 100% special skill damage and 33% mana generation for 4 turns. But it looks like that should apply every turn for those following 3 turns. So she's just going to be increasing the special skill damage. Doesn't really help if they don't do damage according to their special skill, or if they summon a mega minion that does damage or something like that, for example. So it can be, pardon me, it can be not the greatest thing in the world. And then the 33% mana generation, that's going to be nice for whoever gets it. So the main thing is she's a solid healer. She's going to bring everybody back up to 50% health, and then she's going to regenerate 1,050 boosted health over 3 turns. I don't see anything here that is making me like want to chase this hero, if I'm totally honest. Maybe I'm missing something, but she doesn't seem like the most powerful hero in the world, but a pretty good healer, that being said. So let's move over to our other hero that is in this portal, and that is the man Hrothgar, carrying his bowl of fruit, or his upside down helmet full of fruit. Nah, it's definitely a bowl. So anyways, Hrothgar is an ice hero. He is also of the Beowulf family, so we won't go over the family bonus again. It's exactly the same. His passives are slightly different, so we get perfect accuracy. So the character's special skill never misses its targets. That's a very, very useful passive, especially in today's day and age where you need to make sure that your special skills land. He also gets the heal when status ailment expires or is cleared, and then he gets this passive, stacking attack on damage received. That's the most interesting looking logo for a passive I've ever seen. So anyways, what does it do? When this character receives special skill damage or damage from special skills, they gain a 25% attack stack up to a maximum of 10 stacks. That is a brutal, brutal talent. I really like it, especially if they're doing damage. That's gonna really, really help you. And then he also gets the attack up on the ether talent. So at the start of each battle, it's a 20% attack increase for 6 turns. So this guy is all about boosting his attack, and that stack is going to be great, especially for longer battles. Stats wise, switching off the max power preview 1123, more attacking for this dude. He's all about the attack. Like I said, 1233, 1032 defense, so still respectable, and 1989 on the health. So really, really good stats for this hero, especially since he's attacking. I like the art on this one better than the other card, I must say. He does sort of have that reminiscence of like a, character that is in like the Witcher is what I'm watching at the moment. So he's reminding me of like one of the kings in there, but he could be from any sort of Lord of the Rings type series. So yeah, his art is on point. I'm not so sure about the other character. But anyways, let's have a look at his special. It's called the King's Feast. Looks like he is a fruitarian. So he will, at average speed, deal 310% damage to all enemies. He reduces the mana of all enemies by 20%, and all enemies get negative 24% mana generation for 4 turns. It's a really good hit so far. Status effect generator, so he gets one of those as well. At the start of the next 4 turns, this character gives a random ally 70% increased attack and 50% increased defense for 5 turns, and that effect cannot be dispelled. I mean, that to me is a lot more brutal than the other effects, because that 70% attack and that 50% defense, especially when you're looking at him on a defensive team, it's going to be horrible because that ally now has a 50% defense increase, which can't be dispelled for the next 5 turns. That is super, super strong. So yeah, I like this guy more than the other one. I'm just saying he's going to be a better hero. 310% damage with that attack stat is going to be huge. The fact that he never misses is going to be huge as well. And the fact that he gains the attack stat when he receives damage from special skills. So it doesn't need to be him casting his special skill. It's every time he receives damage, his attack is going to be increased by 25%. And that can stack up and ramp up to a maximum of about a maximum of 250% increased attack. And then when he fires off that 310% damage, it's going to feel like, 500 million% damage. He's just going to wipe an entire team. And if that wasn't enough, he's going to cut the mana by 20%. I think this guy's an awesome defensive hero, but I'd use him on attack as well. I think if you are lucky enough to get that 0.2% and manage to grab this guy, you should definitely go ahead and max him right away. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, those are my thoughts on the heroes, on the new heroes. So Hrothgar and Wealtheow. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about these heroes as well. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go for a 10 pull. I've saved up 5,100 gems. I'm keeping some aside for the costume summons. And I know that there's like a probable chance that I may not get a legendary hero in this portal, but I have to drop a 10 pull because I promised that I would drop a 10 pull. The problem with summoning in these portals for me as well is that I'm quite targeted in terms of which heroes I want. I know who I want from the costume summon pretty much already, but I could end up with a hero that I don't want from this portal. So generally dropping thousands and thousands of diamonds in this portal is not, for me, in the late game going to be the best way. But if you are sort of middle game or your early game, then this is the best portal for you to be able to try and get some legendary heroes. So let us put our gems where our mouth is, and we're going to drop a 10 pull right now. Give me something good. Give me something good. Here we go. So 10 pulls in the Circle of Doom. First pull, Guardian Bat, who I've always wanted. Planchette. Again, we're stacking up the roster here now with 3 stars. Oh, Kiona. So she's got a costume. I've got a 5-star costume. That's exactly what I was talking about. One that I wasn't that keen on getting, to be fair. In fact, not keen at all. And it looks like we've got Nordry as well. I've already got Nordry. Gramps, I think we're done pretty much now. But I did get a 5-star hero. And no costume. She doesn't even have a costume. Or does she? Oh, she does. Okay, so Mirage Engineer. Okay, well, at least she gets a passive Dispel. I probably, to be fair, won't end up maxing this hero because she's not a great hero. But yeah, you know what? A 10 pull and getting a 5-star, that is not a bad morning for me. So yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments how your guys' pulls went in the Black Friday summon. I'm sure we're going to be seeing loads and loads of videos and things like that. So yeah, I would have loved to have got her. This ugly granny's an absolute beast. But anyways, let me know what happens. I might drop a couple more. But yeah, drop us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Share it with your mother. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.